Hi guys, welcome to the Mattxtian podcast. I'm here joined by my friend Payton, Brianne, who is an actress, dancer, and choreographer, Juris Doctor, senior agent at Briizy Talent Agency, and has a heels class every Saturday at 6 p.m. So check that out if you're out. I've seen the videos. Super cool, super cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, cool. So let's get right into it. Well, first of all, tell us exactly what is Briizy Talent Agency.
Yeah, so Briizy Talent Agency is basically my baby of my two loves. So, as you know, I got my Juris Doctorate, and then I've also been a dancer and choreographer and an actress for a very long time now. And I kind of wanted to marry the two together. So, what could I do? My only option was basically the agency. So, the main two things that an agency does, which kind of sets us apart from a management company, is that we're able to procure work for our talent, and then we're also able to negotiate contracts to get the best elements for our clients. So that's basically what we do. We're going to be working in all areas of the industry, but mainly focusing on actors, dancers, and choreographers, just because that's my passion.
Awesome. That's really cool. I mean, so that's like a combination of you being a Juris Doctor and also being an actress and dancer. So I saw like on your page that you're managing all actors, choreographers, and also just dancers. So it's
Mhm.
all encompassing. Okay, that's very cool. So are you guys just in LA, or is it gonna be pretty much
We have
um
talent submitted from everywhere. I've got some people in New Jersey, New York. I've had a couple from New Mexico. So we're taking talent from anywhere. I guess the biggest thing, if people are interested in submitting, you do have to be able to work local. So the people who are submitting are actually in very good spots. There's lots of jobs in New Mexico. There's lots in New York, and obviously here in California. So
mhm.
these people are going to be covered and be able to work as a local, but that's the biggest thing. Like if you live in a very small city that doesn't have many productions going on, obviously you're going to need to travel out. So you're going to be able to, you have to be able to work local in order for production to want to hire you.
Yeah, that's very true. I mean, if you're in LA, but if you're not, then you definitely have to kind of just be okay with where you are and the opportunities are there. But
Right.
basically what I've been seeing on Facebook is like I think everywhere nowadays it's like you have a lot of opportunities in New Mexico and I see a lot of Albuquerque.
Yes. Yeah.
So you don't have to just be in New York nowadays, right? It's pretty
Right.
convenient.
For
Yeah,
sure.
but I mean, yeah. So, just tell us about like you, like what made you want to become, like an actress or and a dancer too? Like is that something that came when you were a kid or what was it?
Yeah, so I got a later start in dance. I didn't start until high school,
Mm,
which I don't know. I guess that means I've been dancing for like 10 years. So I guess that's a long time. But for most
yeah.
traditional dancers, they start when they're like 3 years old. So I got a later start in the traditional sense. But started dancing in high school. It was mainly the traditional styles. So like ballet, contemporary jazz, lots of technique. And then my senior year of high school, so I grew up in El Centro, California, which is about 4 hours from LA. And then my
Okay.
senior year, I started coming to LA to train because I wanted to try different styles. And there was a choreographer, Mattxtian. I absolutely loved everything that he was doing. And so I was like, I need to get into his classes. So I was coming to LA. I was taking his online classes. I was doing everything I can to get into the hip hop scene. And then after graduating high school, I knew that I wanted to pursue dance for sure. And so I actually dropped out of college to pursue dance. And it was going well. I had a dance company. We were doing conventions in different parts of the US. And then COVID happened and obviously life shut down. And so I
Yeah.
was like, okay, what am I gonna do now? Because there's zero paycheck, there's zero dance anytime soon. They said like, oh, just 2 weeks, just 2 weeks. And then it's like, okay, maybe another month. And 6 months later, we're still in the lockdown. So
Yeah.
kind of had a think to myself and I started working in a law firm and I ended up really liking the work. So I was like, okay, let me go back and get my bachelor's. I was able to finish that in 2 years, so pretty quick. And then I was like, okay, well, I'm already here. Let's just do the doctorate. So I got my JD. Again, that's a 3-year program, but I got that one in two. And then, yeah, I graduated in December. The past year and a half, I got back into dance. I started pursuing acting as well. Still choreographing. I teach classes weekly. And then, yeah, I booked. So my goal was to take the bar exam and then
Mm,
become an attorney. I was going to do criminal defense. But then
okay.
I booked Super Bowl, and the Super Bowl's in February,
Yes, yes.
which means
Uh-huh.
that for 3 weeks, that was going to be taken out of my study time. And yeah, it just didn't happen. So I was like, okay, time to pivot once again. What else can I do? And like I said, that was when I kind of had the epiphany that I wanted to marry my loves and bring dance and acting and the entertainment into my law. And now we're here.
Awesome. I'm just curious, like how long ago did you kind of like think to yourself, like, hey, that's kind of like the light bulb that kind of goes off where you're like, that's kind of smart to combine two things that I'm already in, you know what I mean? Like that's such a like a incomparable combination.
Yeah, I had thought about it for a while, but I don't know. I think just the professional side of the entertainment industry kind of scared me. I
Yeah.
just know it's already hard to break into the entertainment industry, like as an
Yes,
actor, as a
yes.
dancer. And so I was
Hmm.
like, now I'm gonna have to do that all over again, but in a professional sense. Like it just seems so much harder than just becoming an attorney, and which
Yeah.
is crazy to say, but it just felt like so much more difficult. But then, like I said, I was put in this position where it was like, okay, now you can't be an attorney, so what's plan B? What are you gonna do? And so I was like,
Mhm.
Let me just go for it. Like, tired of being scared. I'm ready to just go for what I want, and this is what I wanted, so making it happen.
It's really cool. It's really cool. How many submissions? Sorry. As of right now, how many you guys have? How many submissions right now do you have? You
Right
literally
now,
just released this like 2 days ago, right? Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
How many?
Right now I think we have 111.
Oh my gosh, that's really cool. Oh, I still, okay, I think, because I'm still working on my reel right now, so I haven't submitted it, but I'll definitely submit it
Yes.
once I'm done with my reel. So yeah. So guys, make sure to check that out. Forgot I was gonna ask you something. So something that really stood out to me is that you really are good at balancing like a lot. Like you not only are good at balancing things, but you get like results. Like you booked a show. Are you allowed to talk about it at all?
Uh,
Did you sign an
some
NDA?
I did sign an
Yeah,
NDA, but we've been posting about it on socials and stuff. So I guess
I've
I can,
seen it. Yes.
yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay, so tell us about that. Tell us about what show are you
Yes, so it is called MOT, Middle of 30s. And basically it's just about a bunch of different people from different walks of life, and
mhm.
just how we're navigating our 30s. Which is kind of interesting because I just turned 24. Kind of interesting, but I'm loving getting into it. I've
Yeah,
got a boyfriend who I'm pushing to possibly or possibly not be my husband. And so that's also new for me because I've never been in like that serious committed
kind of
relationship.
situation.
So
Yeah,
yeah, lots of news for me. But my character is also a dancer. And so obviously that is huge for me. Um, the director producer, the female who wrote this, she actually, after meeting with me, she made my character into a dancer. So I'm gonna give a shout out to Marissa because love you, girl, and I appreciate it. But yeah,
that's
that's
really
it.
cool. Yeah. Wow. Okay. That's like that's where is that releasing again? Amazon
Yeah,
Hulu.
it's gonna be Amazon Prime
Amazon Prime.
and Tubi, I believe.
Wow, that's awesome. Make sure to, like post about that, when it comes out, and I'll definitely I'm already a supporter. Yeah, you already see that like I kind of share like their posts and stuff. So that's really cool. Back to the question, I completely got sidetracked, but I was gonna ask you like what advice would you give to people, because I seen like, you're good at balancing things, you're managing a business right now. You've been booking roles, you danced with Usher at the Super Bowl. So, how does one get to that level, of, where your craft?
Honestly, I get this question a lot and I don't know how to answer it because on the one hand, obviously lots of dedication. Like you don't get this way overnight. I see a lot of people who come to LA to pursue the entertainment industry, but they're not willing to put in the work.
Yeah.
If you're only taking, like, for dance, for example, if you're only taking class once a week, you're not going to grow in the way that you need to for this industry. It's way too cutthroat for you to be able to grow. And I guess it's the
Yeah.
same for acting. If you're not constantly putting yourself out there, doing your self tapes, taking classes, doing what you need to do to better yourself, same thing. You're not going to make it in this industry. So on the one hand, I would say that. But on the other hand, it's all about putting yourself out there. Like with Usher, nobody gave me that opportunity. I don't have an agent. I don't have a management company. Like I'm doing this completely on my own. I went
Yeah.
out and I found that submission link. I went out and I found the opportunity. Every opportunity that I've gotten, I've gone out and found it. It's not on like Backstage or Actors Access. You have to
Yeah.
go find it and like find the people to talk to. And I feel like a lot of people are scared to put themselves out there because they're like, oh, like I don't want to bother that person. But that's how you find the opportunities. That's the only way you find opportunities. So I think it's a balance between obviously putting in the work and making sure you're at the top of your game, but also
Yeah.
like putting in the work as far as like getting on the computer and finding out who you need to be talking to. So yeah, a balance. Sorry.
So balance between work ethic and putting yourself out there, not being shy. If you have talent, you gotta show it off. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? That's basically how it is. That's really cool. I'm definitely gonna be taking that advice to heart. And I hope that everyone who's seeing this as well, is taking that to heart, because this is someone who knows how it is, who has results, and that's super exciting. Really, like you have a show coming out.
Updates I could give is that, like I said, I have quite a bit of submissions, and I'm a one-woman team right now. So we're
Oh wow.
through, yeah, all of the submissions, but I will be sending, and I'll post this on my socials, but I will be sending out the emails to do the initial consultation meetings on Wednesday. And then from there, it'll be a pretty quick process as far as signing the talent that ends up working out. But yeah, I guess just be looking out for those emails 1 week from tomorrow.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being on the podcast. This is kind of special because you're my first guest. So kind of it's awesome that we were able to get the Zoom thing going on. So there's video and you can see our faces, and it's a different experience.
Yeah.
And Payton, I hope to work with you in the future. And best of luck with your company. I know you're gonna do great. You've already done great so far. And so yeah, that pretty much concludes our show today. Thank you for watching. Leave a like and subscribe, and we will be posting more videos soon with more guests. And for anyone who wants to be a guest on the show, send me a DM on Instagram or an email. We're good to go. Thank you.